Hello. So I have this doll that I found in the flea market. It's a Mulan doll. She's in pretty good shape. Her hair's really good, and there's quite a lot of it. So I'm not going to replace it. I'm actually just going to style it instead. So I found this old cup in the flea market for 50p, which is a bargain, and I thought it's quite suitable. So I am going to remove Mulan's head using this cup. In the cup there is boiling hot water, and I'll just dunk it there for like 30 seconds, and then I'm going to undo the head, as you can see, and it comes off really easy. So next I'm going to style it, and her hair's wet, so it makes it easier to work with. I'm just pulling it in sections first, and then I'm going to steam it. This is a method I've been trying a couple of times now. I've not really been successful, and I think with this one, well, you'll see and you can tell me what you think. So I start off doing this with tin foil, and I clip it around a hair that I want to section off, and I roll it around a straw, and then I pin it into place, as you can see. And then I do all of it, as you can see here. This took me quite a long time, to be fair. And then now I steam it, and I steam it for about 5 minutes solid. And then I take it all out and I do it piece by piece. I comb it as well. And then what I try to do is I try to comb it all together so it keeps the shape, which takes a bit of time. But eventually I do get something that's kind of resembles a wave, which I got here. And then I will repin it and I'm going to do it again. So I keep that wave shape. And this is a technique I've seen in a lot of drag videos. I do think it's kind of worked for this one. As you can see, there is a kind of curve in the hair, which is kind of what I wanted. Although I did want it a bit more curvy, but I'm happy with this because at least I'm slightly getting there. So anyway, now I'm going to remove the makeup, and I'm using acetone just to remove all of the face paint. And there's a bit of a stain on her left side of her face as well. So I'm just going to get rid of all of that. And then I'm going to start the face. So for the face, I use Mr. Super Clear, and I spray that on before I've done this. And then I use pan pastels to do the shading. And this is just an undertone first. I also do a bit of contouring as well. I want to give a bit of definition. And then I'm using a pink pencil that's a bit darker than the lighter pink shading. To give a bit of detail, and then I will go over that with some more colors. So I wanted brown, and then I go over white, and I keep doing this until I fill it with color. And then the last stage I will do with the watercolor pencil is black, and that just gives a bit of definition. And then so the next stage is the acrylic paints, and I do this to go over what I've marked out in the pencil. So for example, I'm doing brown for her eyes, and I'm doing slight different tones so you get definition. And then I go over the white with the acrylic paint just to make it a bit more vibrant. And then just like the black pencil, I will use a thin black paintbrush. I use a thin black paintbrush to go over like the eyeliner and the eyelashes and the pupils. And then the final bits is the white dots, and this just gives really good definition. And then I'm giving a bit of blusher as well, just to like give it a rose to her cheeks. And then at the final stage will be gloss. So I use that gloss to highlight the lips and the eyes, and this just makes it a bit more reflective and a bit more glossy and shinier, bit more definition. So this is what it looks like, and this is what it looks like with the hair. And now I'm going to start by cleaning the body and just removing the existing clothes. And this doll is made in 1993, so it's nearly 30 years old. And considering it's nearly 30 years old, it's in pretty good shape, and it's actually quite clean. I still give it a clean with a wet wipe just to make sure there's no germs or anything. But to be honest, it's fine. And because this video is going out at the beginning of December, I am doing a Christmas themed video. Not everything's going to be Christmassy, but I thought for my first video of December, it will be Christmas themed. So I start off by cutting loads of strips, and I gather them as well. So as you can see here, and then I use red satin binding to cover the edges of one side of the gather. So I have something like this, and then I cut it at an angle, so then it's kind of bigger at one end and shorter at the other end. And then for the skirt, I gather the larger piece and a large piece of netting as well, and I attach both to the under end of satin binding, so you don't bind the whole thing, you just bind up underneath of it, something like this. And then I'm going to attach the two top pieces to the top of the binding of the skirt that I have, and I attach this in the middle of the skirt, so something like this. And then I am pinning the back, and I'll just attach that by hand. I'm also going to attach this nice bit of ribbon that I have, this bit of trim, and then for a trick for this, because it's not super tight, I use double-sided tape on the bust, and I will literally just stick the dress into place so it doesn't move. So yeah, that's a trick, by the way, if everyone wants to use it. And I'm going to do her hands as well because I just like the little detail and I think it looks nice. I'm also going to make a little bow for her head. So I start off with a rectangle bit of fabric and I just gather it into the middle really roughly, and then I just use a bit of thread and I just tie it together again, just really tight and roughly. I'm attaching a little diamante thing on the top, and then I'm just cutting it down with some crinkling scissors just to give it a bit more texture onto the sides, and voila, really nice and simple. And I attach this with a pin. Yes, I know. I attach it with a pin on the head because you don't really see it in the pictures, and it's just quite easy, really. So yeah, I do a pin. I know it doesn't look great here, but the end effect looks really good. So you know, if it works, it works. Now I attach the head and the body, and I always get really excited and always nervous at this part because it's the real time where I see what my creation looks like. And yeah, let me show you. So this is the original Mulan that I got, and this is the end product. And actually I decided that I didn't like the bow on her head, so here's a nice picture of her here, but I decided to take it off, and here is it without the bow. And as you can see, I think she looks so much better. So tell me what you think if you like this makeover. Please subscribe if you like this video. If you have any comments or tips that you would like to share, please leave it in the comments below. And thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is my first Christmas video that I've done. Hopefully there'll be plenty more. So yeah, Merry Christmas everyone. I know it's beginning of December, but you know, that's just the way it is. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Okay, bye.